Hello, I'm Mandy Webster at Data Protection Consulting. Now that we're all working from home, I gave some thought to the dangers that remote working presents. I'm not thinking about health and safety, the risk that you will trip over the cat, the risk that you'll spill your coffee on your laptop, or the risk that the dog will eat your homework. No, I'm thinking about the data protection risks. And I think there's three key things that you could pass on to your teams. And the first one is that they should agree with the other members of their household a quiet space where they can take and receive confidential work phone calls. The second one is that they should minimise the amount of documents that they print off and reduce paperwork generally. Where they do have to print off their work, they need to store it securely in a locked cabinet or a locked desk drawer. And then as soon as possible, they need to bring it back into work so that it can either be filed or destroyed securely. In particular, they need to know that they are not allowed to put office waste paper into domestic waste bins. And the third point is that they should work through the company VPN so that their work is secure and backed up. In particular, you do not want them to hold information on their laptop or devices at home. All of these points and more should be covered in your remote working policy. And if they're not, then you need to update and reissue that policy as soon as possible. I also thought about how we can use our time productively while we're working from home. I think it's a great time to get your team up to speed on their data protection training. At Data Protection Consulting, we have an online training course that employees can access from their home computer. We also have training for managers, which looks at the issues around using HR data, around using records for monitoring either behaviour or performance, and for the jobs that managers do, taking decisions about outsourcing, data sharing, etc. We also provide a remote compliance checking service. We can check the content of policies, procedures, website content, and the content of customer-facing documentation, privacy notices, cookie notices, all that kind of stuff. So that's me, Mandy Webster, at Data Protection Consulting. We specialise in data protection, so you don't have to. Thank you for listening.